Yeah. There we go.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Go.
Yeah.
All right. So we watched this movie Cyberbu the other day. It was pretty interesting. Basically, it's a story of this girl Taylor, and she goes on to this website called Clickster, and it's like MySpace but worse. And they all also have Facebook, so I don't really get it. But anyways, she's a normal high school girl, and there's this bitch Lindsay who decides that she's gonna start cyberbullying her the minute she gets on this Clickster website. And Lindsay's kind of a cunt and just likes to be bullied to everybody. And so we go along with the story or whatever, and a couple days, right after she gets Clickster, she also gets this random invite from some random dude she doesn't know, but he's super deep, read her poetry, thought she's super fucking awesome. Oh, also, Taylor, she has this crush on this hunky dude named Scott. He's a football player. He had sex with like 3 girls and all this shit, and her friend Samantha doesn't really like this because she thinks that Scott's bad news and doesn't want Taylor to get hurt. So Taylor begins to talk to this other guy that she doesn't know on Clickster, and he ends up being really friendly to her. A couple days later, he says, "I had sex with Taylor. She gave me an STD," and everybody just reacts to it and starts calling her a whore, a slut. I sit behind her in algebra class. She fucking stinks, and all this shit, and it's just so it escalates so quickly. And about halfway through the movie, she gets so fed up with everything that she decides to off herself. And the best part about this is where the movie should have ended. The message should have been complete when she fucking killed herself, but unfortunately she fails because she takes like 20 minutes making this video, uploads it, renders it, and then, so that's like a 40-minute time gap. And then her friends find out, decide to bike to her house, the ambulance comes, you know how long that fucking takes. And finally, they make it there, they come to the bathroom, and she still can't get the fucking bottle of pills open. She's like, I can't get them fucking open, I can't get them fucking open! And then fucking Sam comes in, knocks the bottle out of her hands, and they just scatter all over the floor. So it couldn't have been that fucking hard. I mean, this is like a 16-year-old girl. She should figure out fucking child locks on medicine, but no, whatever. And then they go through this whole shit where, you can go through counseling and all that. And in the counseling, she meets this guy that she met earlier in her math class, or his history class. And he's like sympathizing with her, like, I'm on Clickster too. He's gay, and he's just like, I get all kinds of shit, gay, faggot, too gay to live. And she just goes, yeah, but all the stuff that they say about me isn't true. And he just kind of looks at her like, ugh. And then they become friends, and then they don't really become friends, because at the end of the movie, everybody's like, oh, Scott, I liked you, and you were so nice. And he's like, well, I liked you too, but you were being cyberbullied, so I'm not going to hang out with you anymore. And then they hang out at lunch, and they go and confront Lindsay. They're like, you know what, Lindsay? That really hurts my feelings. You're a bully. And then it's like, yeah, Lindsay, you're a cunt bitch bully. And everybody just goes on. It's like, Lindsay's a cunt bitch bully. Lindsay's a cunt bitch bully. Fuck her, she's a slut cunt bitch bully. And
you forgot a part. You forgot to say that Samantha was the one who made the fake profile.
Oh, yeah. And so we find out partway through that Samantha was the one that made the fake profile of the guy that she was talking to, because she didn't want Lindsay to get hurt. But what I don't get is she didn't want Lindsay to get hurt, so instead she should have been like trying to get her to like date him online or whatever, and skip the whole dance and all that shit that she wanted to go to Scott with. But instead she's like, oh, Taylor's a slut. She should not, or she has STDs and stuff, which doesn't really make sense as far as like protecting your friend, because that just makes it worse. And then so Sam admits to it. And then everybody starts bullying her, and then she's like, oh no! And then Taylor's like, well, I know there's a really good support group that can help you through all that shit. And then, yeah, so now they're all like, I hate you, or we can't be friends. And they do this interview. Oh, and by the way, earlier in the movie, they get some pretty cool nicknames of Lardo and Dogface. And so we were talking about through the movie where they should have just captioned the newspaper article, Lardo and Dogface, but they didn't, but that would have been awesome. And so they do this whole newspaper article, and then they become friends again. And yeah, so they're in the lunchroom, they're all friends, and it's just Sam, Taylor, and Scott. None of this gay kid. They have another friend. She's like Indian or some shit. I don't know. Anyways, Cyberbully. Watch it, kind of.
How many stars?
I give it 2.5.
Out of how many?
Out of 17.
At least 4, dude.
It's pretty. It's good for entertainment value, but it's it's not like a quality movie. It's ABC Family, but it's we were laughing the entire time. So go ahead and watch Cyberbully. It's on Netflix.